Hello, everyone. Congratulations on being a preschool parent. And if you are looking for admissions in any of the preschool for your child, then here are some of the tips to all the parents out there before you join your child to any of the preschool. We are not talking particularly with Train Brain, but with any of the preschools. So I'm going to share you 10 tips as an educationalist. Okay, so let's get started with the video. And before that, in case if you are new in getting to know me, my name is Divya, and I run a preschool called Train Brain, and I'm also associated with a training institute called International Montessori Teacher Training Institute. So we do a lot of work on helping our children of 2 to 6 years and the parent community of our children of 2 to 6 years, and we spread a joy of learning. Yes, so let's get started with today's segment. Here are some of the very important tips for all your parents out there before you join your child to preschool. 10 tips. Note down. If you have a pen and paper, please note down. Otherwise, you can just listen and I know you would have done a lot of research, but these things you don't have to mess it up. The first one is related to research. Do your research. There are many good schools around in your neighborhood. Do a research. Research different preschools in your area. And not only on that, ask other parents for recommendations. Then later you look for the schools that will fit your family values and priorities. There could be multiple parameters. Maybe you have to consider distance. Maybe you have to consider what fits for your child. Maybe you need to also talk about the priorities. Is the value system of your school and the value system of your home, is it going to be fitting in? Okay, depending on all these parameters, you choose one school, right? And the second important one is related to what is your child's need. We know that every child is different, right? Some children are so active that we need more of a play based methodology into integrating. Check if the school has got that kind of activities so that they would be able to engage your child's energy in the rightful way, right? So we need to be considering your child's personality, your child's learning style, and the developmental stage when you're choosing a preschool. Not only this, go and visit the preschool. And before you visit the preschool, I would always recommend schedule an appointment. When you schedule an appointment with the preschool, maybe the preschool head or the admin or the curriculum in charge would have good amount of dedicated time wherein they would be able to explain you about what their school policies are. How is their curriculum design? How is that the child is going to be felt in that environment, right? So all these things would be made possible in case if you have already taken an appointment with the school office. So they help you to tour the school, and you can also talk to the class teachers. You can also visit the team members and you can interact with them. I know as young parents, you will have a lot of questions to ask for, and that's the right time that you would also get all your answers clarified with the team member. Now look for accreditations. Check if the preschool is accredited by recognized organizations. This is very essential. The school should be registered and it has to be recognized by the government. Whichever state that you belong to, look for that accreditations. Look for the credentials of that particular school. You can also know about the teachers. What is their experience? What is their teaching philosophy? How do they manage and handle children in different situations? If there is a possibility and if the classes have been allocated, meet your child's teacher immediately on the same day. So you would be more confident whether this is the right school for your child or not. Check for the other policies of the school, like, what are the policies on discipline? What are the policies of health and safety? And what is the communication basis? How do they communicate regularly with parents? Okay, these are something that you need to check on your school policies. Now, what about the next thing? Okay, so for example, like in case if you want to interact with the teacher or if you want to interact, what is the medium of communication? How will you communicate to school? If you have any concerns or questions or any information that if you're seeking, how would you communicate? So check on that also with your child's school. And most importantly, you got to take your child to the school, show them the school when you're touring, and start preparing your child. That's the reason I told you at the beginning itself, do not wait until the academic year begins. Enroll your child much earlier to schools. And anytime that there is a possibility, take your child to the school. For that, schedule an appointment. Don't go as a walk-in. Schedule an appointment. Talk to the teacher. So let the child also meet the teacher more number of times, like maybe like one time, two times, depending upon how many children that the school has. So depending on that, the school is going to help you out. Now, this can help to ease out if there are any anxiety issues with your child. Okay, the child will have a lot of confidence because as a parent, you have interacted with the teacher very well. And more you interact with them, the more you are bonded with the community and the teaching members, you start getting involved into the preschooling. And you want to become a PTA member, you need to volunteer. I am very sure that the schools will definitely consider and they would have a PTA member, that is Parent Teacher Association. If at all, if there is a possibility, volunteer for that. Or attend the school events. The more you volunteer, you get to understand how the school is functioning. The more you attend preschool events, you get to know other parents. And that is indirectly going to help you to support on your child's learning. When you meet the other parents, do not forget to exchange numbers. The telephone numbers you can exchange, right? So this is going to not only build relationship with your child, but you can also build a relationship with your other parents. So that acts as a support system. So that's how we build our community. There has to be a good parent-teacher community. And as parents, you can arrange play dates. When you attend the preschool events, meet up the other parents and children. And whenever there are smaller events that you want your child's friend to come over, you can arrange for a play date. So this is something which is very important. And starting preschool is like a big adjustment for you and to your child. It will take some time. So be positive, be patient, and trust your child's preschool. Trust your child's teacher because their experience, their methodology, their teaching styles will be a valuable learning opportunity for your child. So I would repeatedly tell, trust your child's preschool and trust your child's teacher. This is going to be something which is very essential. I hope this video was helpful for you. And if you have any more tips, I would love to know from each one of you. You can list it down in the comment section below. These are very little that I felt that I have to be sharing with all the new parents who are joining their children to preschools across. Okay, so happy parenting, happy preschooling. Love you all. Keep in touch. Take care.